Welcome back to the Splat Sports Podcast, episode 5. Merry Christmas. I'm Hunter McCormick.
I'm Grant Russell.
And yes, Merry Christmas, Grant.
Merry Christmas, Hunter.
Thank you. We're finally back for another great week, even though I had my heart crushed on Thursday night. We can just jump into it. Why not?
You just want to jump into it? All right.
Yamamoto is a Dodger, and, I'm still repping the boys strong, but it hurt. It broke me inside and out. That feeling when you ask for something on Christmas and you see what it looks like, and it's
Yeah.
the box, and you think that that's what it is wrapped underneath the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
You can't wait Christmas morning. You get there and you unwrap it. It's just not there. That's what I felt like. I was crushed. And of course, he went to the freaking Dodgers with deferred contract, $325 million, 12 years, and I think $50 million signing bonus, which is a stupid amount of money for a guy that's never thrown a pitch. The Yankees offered $300 million with a $25 million signing bonus for only 10 years. Say what you want. I'm broke, but I've moved on. We're going to recover fine in free agency, and I think we'll be all right. What do you think, Giros?
I read this today that the Dodgers have spent more money this offseason than all teams combined, which
That is true.
makes sense. They've spent over $1 billion on
one
two players.
1.01 billion, and the rest of the league spent 900 million.
Yeah, on two players. I mean, it's shown in the past that money's not going to win you World Series. So I think that what
helps.
It helps as it helps past few years.
Okay, well, continue.
So
what you were saying.
I mean, I'm not going to overreact to it. Yes, they're two great players. One's the best player in the league, but I don't think that. I don't think that. I don't think that they immediately skyrocket to the number one team, and it's not even close. I still think there's teams around there that capabilities. Because I mean, Yamamoto can only play once every 4 or 5 games, so it's not like he's not like a hitter or someone that can.
Yeah, I mean, they're still good.
Yeah,
they're still really good.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're. I'm not saying they're.
But yeah, I agree with you there. I wouldn't. In my opinion, they are the number one team as of right now. That can change though, through injuries and a large number of different things. But I want to ask you this: what do you think the Yankees are going to do now? You lose Yamamoto, who is their number one. I just want to hear from a non-Yankees fan what you think that they will do.
Non-Yankee hater, to be exact. I think they're just going to continue to do what they do, and that's just they're going to throw even more money at people now. I don't know. What do y'all need? A pitcher?
Preferably we need at least 2 right-handed pitchers, because the Yankees starting 5 consists of a Cy Young winner, a guy Rodon, who got injured, didn't have a good debut, not a good start for the Yankees.
I thought he was left-handed. I thought he was left-handed.
I think he is. I don't know. I didn't really watch him pitch much. He kind of made me mad. Nestor Cortez, who battled injuries, looked good at times, didn't look good at other times. Clark Schmidt, who's just really young. And then I think the 5th projected starter is a guy who's never – I think it's Chris Barron, I think the name is. It's something like that. I don't even know him because he's never had official MLB start before and has only started 14 AAA games. That's the Yankees' 5th projected starter. The Yankees need to sign some dudes.
Okay, I've always thought this about pitching. I think it's best, especially, you've seen this team work for teams like a team like the Braves. I think there's very few pitchers that you know what you're gonna get every day, and I think developing a pitcher in house, bringing them through the minors, bringing it through the process helps a player more because they're with the coaching staff along. Because for somebody like for the Braves, for example, it's worked for them really well. And I also I'm a big believer that your pitching coach has to be. If you don't have a top 10 pitching coach, I think it's hard for you to pitch. I think you can have probably one of the best pitchers in the MLB, but I think I think the pitching coach is one of the most important coaching positions in baseball because I think developing a pitcher their whole career translates more than like y'all signing somebody. I think that can affect it a lot.
Yeah. Um, I somewhat agree with you there. I mean, we've had guys that have had a lot of success that have come from that.
Mhm.
Clark Schmidt being
Yeah.
one of those guys. We drafted him. He's come up. At times he looks really good. At times not great.
What was Rodon's problem this year? Because
He got
I feel
injured.
like that's an
He just
example of
didn't recover. New York's a hard place to play.
okay.
Um, and I think that really, I don't think that he should have played.
Mhm.
I feel like he kind of played through an injury a
Okay.
little bit,
Yeah.
but
I also think your problem is with kin pitchers, is that
oh yeah, there's
that
a short porch. No, it's
that your
not. It's
dimensions is
not.
bad. What?
Garrett Cole won a Cy Young this year, Grant. You
Okay,
think that
yeah, but
doesn't help?
he's a great pitcher. I understand that, but what about your other pitchers this year?
I wouldn't say I don't
That's just one
I
player.
disagree with you completely there. I don't think that it's a disadvantage
I think it
whatsoever.
affects it to an extent.
I think that for some pitchers, yes, it could. I think for others, no, they don't care
I mean, if I'm
because they
Yamamoto,
know that their stuff's good enough to get past the
I
dude.
mean, if I was Yamamoto, I'd be thinking about this is my first year in the league. I'm a right-handed pitcher who lefties are probably going to hit off, who are probably going to hit better. And if you're telling me I'm playing my home games in a stadium where right field's what not
13. 313.
313, I'm not going to be excited to go there because I'm already at a disadvantage.
Or you can go play with the dude that you just won a championship with.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think that going back to Yamamoto, since we're now onto that again, because you've led me that way. Listen, I don't hate the guy. There's a lot of people on Yankees Twitter, which is a bad place to be. I'm in there sometimes though, that are just like, I wish this dude has to have six sight Tommy Johns. I hope he blows his knees out or something. Like just wishing death basically upon the dude. I don't wish that.
Yeah.
I hope that he succeeds. Good for him.
No
He
one should
got the
wish
bag.
that.
He's playing where he wants to play, and I respect it. He didn't want to play in New York. That's all right. Alex Verdugo will just take him yard again like he did in the
How
whatever that
how old
tournament
is
was.
he?
Who?
Yamamoto.
25, 26 maybe. He might be a
So
little
he's gonna be
younger.
with Dodgers till he's 38,
He's 38, yeah.
give or take.
He's basically going to spend his entire career there. And I'm afraid that that he's just you know, I don't know. I'm afraid that he is going to get injured because it is a different type of ball here in America than it is
Yeah.
in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen it with Japanese pitchers that it affects them sometimes. And so I hope it doesn't. I hope he's very successful,
Yeah.
not against the Yankees, but I hope he's successful.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's my Yamamoto take. Let's switch sports a little bit. Basketball. We got Christmas Day games coming up. We're gonna do our pick'ems here in a minute. New little set up. We got Grant. It's gonna be
Upgrade.
exciting.
Not an upgrade, but just
Not an
using
upgrade.
what we have.
Using what we have. We don't have a lot of equipment, and we're gonna use the equipment that we do have. But your boy's back, G Russ. Take away. Talk about
Yes,
your
my
man.
second favorite player in the league. Some would be embarrassed to say that, judging by his recent actions. But John Morant is back as a Memphis Grizzly. And he looked like he did not leave at all. During this 25 games, Grizzlies have looked quite awful. You know,
Because they are.
no, they're not that awful. They're really
Okay.
not.
Well,
If you put
let's
John
keep
Morant on the
talking.
team,
Just keep doing your thing.
I firmly believe John Morant is a top 10 player in the league, and I firmly believe
Ooh,
that, the Grizzlies will make the playoffs
this about
because
to
of
be
him.
another Patrick Mahomes
Because of
type take
him.
right here.
Because of him. Is he not?
No. John Moran is not a top 10 player in the league. Top 25, maybe. Top 10, no. Dude's a liability. Dude's a liability.
Okay, okay.
I
If
know why you
if
like him.
Nikola Jokic was a liability, would he be the best player in the league? with that logic.
If he's a liability, then he wouldn't show a gun on an Instagram Live.
What's that? That doesn't have to do with you being a player. That's your lifestyle.
If
That's
he's
not
not
you
a
being a
if
player.
he's a liability, if he's not if he's a liability, then he's being suspended every once in a while, and he's not going to play in every game. But you know what Jokic does? He goes and races horses in Serbia. So maybe Jaw needs to do that.
Okay. Could you name to me 15 players that you would have over Jaw? I'm not even going to say 25 because you know
15?
you overreached on that. I'd hope.
15, LeBron, Anthony Davis. Those are 2 Laker dudes I would take.
Okay.
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
Okay, 2 from there. Kevin Durant, Tyrese Halliburton, Devin Booker.
No.
You wouldn't take Devin Booker over John Morant?
No.
I would.
So
Let's see. Giannis, Dame, Julius Randle,
no. No.
Zion Williamson.
No. If you're talking liabilities,
Listen, all I gotta do is
and you're
feed
gonna bring
Zion a
up
couple Big
Zion?
Macs, and he's gonna go play for me. Okay, John Morant, I gotta give him a clip. I don't want to do that. Clip costs more. Just give him a couple Big Macs, then he's playing.
No.
John Morant's not a top 25
no.
player.
If you're gonna no, there's no way you would take Zion
Yeah.
over Jaw.
Yes.
Who's been the better player in their career?
John
or
Morant
Zion?
has. But
Why?
I'm saying I don't want to take on John Morant. If I'm starting an NBA franchise today,
Do you
I'm not taking John
do you
Morant because he's a
understand-
liability.
Do you understand Zion's played not many games at all? His contract's no longer guaranteed.
Listen, he's playing great right now. I don't care.
No, he's not.
I stand on my business.
No,
I'm not
he's
taking
not.
John Morant
No,
any
he's
day of the
not.
week. Next topic. The Detroit Pistons are trash. They stink. I don't know if you know this, but if you're in Detroit, to our 0 Detroit viewers out there, maybe we'll get a couple. If the Detroit Pistons get a wing, you can go to Wingstop, get you some wings for free, dog. It's a good deal. Grant's upset with me because I said John Morant's
That
not as
is
good
awful.
as he is. Okay, well,
I won't go back to it. That'll be for another day.
he's hurt by this. I'll make a list and I'll post it on Instagram.
Okay.
There we go. Anyway, Grant, the Pistons stink.
I know.
Uh,
But my issue is the talent's there.
yes, they're a very talented roster.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah, no, I loved Monty Williams, but I don't
he's
know
not a
what's
good
wrong.
coach.
I don't know what's wrong. I know they've lost 25 straight.
I don't really know what's happening.
He's probably one of my top 5 favorite coaches in the NBA, but I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah, I don't get how they're losing the way they're losing. I mean, they're sometimes competitive.
Yeah,
But they have a good roster. Cade Cunningham's not a bad player.
Would you take him over John Morant?
I would take Cade Cunningham over John Morant.
Oh gosh, speed up. Just keep talking. Just keep talking.
Yeah, Pistons stink.
Yeah, I mean, there's really not much to say outside that. It's kind of just sad,
It's
you
sad,
know. I
yeah.
mean,
It is sad.
especially like out of all the years for this to happen, you don't have a clear cut number 1 prospect you should even tank for.
Oh yeah, like there's not
Like,
this
it's-
draft class. I've never seen a draft class. Well, I'll reframe it. I've seen a draft class coming in that looks not as great.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if I was the Pistons, just take my advice: draft Bronny James 1, and you'll get LeBron.
you got the Lions winning though.
Yeah, they traded all that away, which is better
Do you
than
think?
nothing.
Let's say Bronny declares after 1 year, which I don't think he will. I think that Bronny will stay at USC for a little bit. But let's say he declares after 1 year. Lakers don't have a high pick. Do you think that the Lakers trade up super duper high to get Bronny?
If it's, I think
Like,
that I
do you
think
think
they
they-
trade high second round for him if he was to fail. They would
If
go.
he doesn't fall, though.
like picks.
Let's say like a
30
franchise
to
just
40.
screws over the Lakers and takes Bronny. Do you think like they give like the kitchen sink for Bronny? Would you, if you're in that position and LeBron's in your ear saying, "Listen, I want to play with my son. Trade me. Trade. I don't care who. I don't care how. Give me that pick. Let's play with my son. Or you think for the franchise future?
I think
Where would you go?
I would do that trade. I know
Okay,
it is.
well, you're
I know he's my favorite
okay.
player. I know I think he's a go. But here's everybody. A lot of people still think that Bronny is not. He's only people think he's only here because of his name. And I think, and what I've seen from a lot of scouts and everything is that he is a great defender.
Yes, he's not
Like
the
he
same.
is.
He's not as good
No,
of a scorer as his dad is. Although
no,
I don't think anybody will be as good of a scorer as LeBron is.
yeah. And so I think he could be viable to a team, that could stop like let's like I think he'd be viable enough, like for example, like a team with
Like play
two,
like Drew Holiday. Be
yeah,
a Drew
yeah,
Holiday
or
type
somebody,
player.
like if they're going against a team that's two great wings, like I'll throw your Celtics in there. Like he could be somebody you wouldn't put on team, but you put on Brown. You know,
Yeah,
he's not like a Kawhi Leonard or anybody. He's he's
good player.
a pretty he's
Good
gonna
defender.
yeah a pretty good defender that can handle the ball. Like he's a good backup point guard. He'd be a great backup point guard.
Okay, just wanted to know.
Yeah.
Switching to another sport, or the final sport before we get into our wonderful segments.
Christmas.
Christmas segments.
Christmas.
Christmas. Christmas Day games. We got 2 NFL games because it's Monday Night Football, baby. We got the 1 o'clock game. I don't know if there's one in between, and then we have the Monday night game. We have, I believe, first the Chiefs and
Raiders.
Raiders. Ooh, good divisional matchup there, and the Chiefs are going to win. Do we think Taylor Swift shows up for that game?
It's Christmas now.
She does not probably, which means
I would
Travis
be
Kelce is not
surprised.
going to do crap for me in fantasy.
Which you don't even do though, since
Yeah, I know.
you don't have to do the punishment.
Yeah, update on the fantasy
Hunter
league.
shocked the
I
world.
shocked the world. I am no longer in last place. So
No Waffle House
no
for
Waffle
Hunter.
House, no suntan, none of that.
Hunter's a clean man.
I'm a clean boy for Christmas. Oh Lord. Anyway, who do we think wins this one, Grant?
I'm. I mean, I think it's the Chiefs, and it's not really. I mean,
Yep.
there's really not much to say. I know Patrick Mahomes has struggled,
Yeah,
but
Patrick Mahomes looks like crap, but
I mean, I blame it on his receivers more
okay.
than himself.
Andy Reid's offense. Anyway, night game, which is between the 49ers and
The
Ravens.
2-1 seeds.
Good game.
2-1 seeds.
A good game.
Yeah, NFL schedule
On Christmas Day.
Yes, good primetime game,
Good
NFL.
primetime game. NFL, you're doing
Oh my
something good.
gosh.
It's probably not going to be a good game whatsoever because every time it's not. Who do you think wins this one?
I've thought about this. I've thought about the Ravens all year. And I don't know what it is, and I know they're the ones who think I just don't like them, and I couldn't tell you why. I don't know what it is. I just don't like them. I know it sounds weird, but I just don't believe. I don't until Lamar can do some in the postseason. I'm not going to believe them.
Well,
Very similar.
He's been injured in
Very
the postseason.
similar to
He's been
what
injured
people
in the
think about the
postseason.
Cowboys. I'm not comparing them. They're not a team like the Cowboys. I'm just saying that until I'll use Dak for example. Until Dak was to show me success in the playoffs, I'm not going to take the Cowboys to go far. Until the Ravens show me playoff success with Lamar Jackson, I'm not going to pick them to go far. Okay? And now the 40 now right now this game, 49ers are the best team in the NFL and it's not close to me.
Agreed. I think that
And
the 49ers win this game.
and I have to think about the 49ers have smacked the Eagles, they smacked the Cowboys, and I think the Ravens are next on that list. Because
Okay. I think that Brock Purdy does what Brock Purdy does in Kyle Shanahan's offense with all the weapons around him.
Brock
and
Purdy lover over here, 901.
They win the game. So, yeah.
Okay.
There's our topics. Now we get to do the fun part. We want to switch over to doing segments. And if it doesn't look good, or we're testing this on the Christmas special. So hopefully it looks good.
Yes.
But I think we have some fun stuff planned. So let's go into our NBA Day pick'ems.
Hold on.
Welcome back. We're here for the picks, like we said. We want to start doing segments. We're hoping it looks all right with the TV. It's probably not going to look all right. And if you can barely hear us, it's because we're not used to talking to the mics
Yeah.
right down there,
Mm-hmm.
right here. So anyway, this is a disaster. Pick'ems.
Pick'ems. All right. Do you want to give your first for Milwaukee in the Knicks or?
It's at Madison Square Garden. Tough environment to play on Christmas Day. Going Knicks.
Going Knicks? And I disagree. I'm taking Damon Giannis. It's not really a debate for me. Probably top 3 duo in the league. And I don't think Julius Randle is that good. So, taking the Bucks.
All right. Next game, 2:30 game. We got the Golden State Warriors, Nuggets. I'm going Nuggets.
You go Nuggets? Yeah, I agree. Golden State's struggle this year, especially Draymond's not there. I don't know who's going to guard Jokic. So it should. I think it's Nuggets, and it won't be very close.
Amen.
Curry
A
can only
game
do so
between
much.
our two teams. We'll come back to this one. We'll go to this one.
Okay.
76ers, the Heat. What are you thinking?
Miami is built for the playoffs in the sense that they play defense. That's why they've gone so far every year. But it's the regular season. I'm going to pick the MVP favorite, the 76ers, Tyrese Maxey.
Okay. I'm going to go Heat. I think Jimmy Butler's
Okay.
going to show up
Okay.
in Miami,
All right,
where
all
the
right.
needles on me. Anyway.
All right.
Dallas versus Phoenix. Who you got?
I got Dallas. I don't know who's playing for the Suns this game, and I just think, and it's a guarantee Luka's going to play. Kyrie's probably going to play, Derek Lively. Very good pick by the Mavericks. I'm going to go Mavericks.
I'm getting a Ruby alert.
Ruby
That's
alert?
the watch. Her name's Ruby.
Ruby alert?
Sorry, audio listeners, to the 4 of you out there. I'm going the Suns. Ruby's telling me the Suns going to show up on Christmas. Let's go Suns. Now to the game between our two teams. You're going to go Lakers. I'm going to go Celtics.
What is your defense for the Celtics? Why are they going to win?
Jason Tatum masterclass over LeBron's head.
Over LeBron's head? You remember last time Tatum dunked on him? What happened later that game?
Still won.
No, we won.
Still won in my heart.
Well, we won the series because of the GOAT. GOAT James.
Anyway, it's time for your Christmas wish list.
It's time for my Christmas wish list
Take it
for
away.
my teams. At number 5, I am a Saints fan. I want the Heisman here. Everybody's hyped about Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams, oh my gosh. Michael Penix even. Jane Daniels, in my opinion, is the best prospect in this class. And simply, New Orleans Saints, please. Derek Carr ain't the answer. Y'all saw that Thursday night. Number 4, I'm a huge Tennessee fan. Been one since I was born. I bleed orange. And so we got the best player in the country. Give me Dalton Connect for Naismith Player of the Year. At number 3, once again, Tennessee fan. We have Nico now, number 1 prospect in last year's class. We better make it to the playoff. It's just simply put. It's 12 teams now. We have no excuse not to make it. Number 2, I don't even want a championship from the Braves. If they make it to a World Series, that means they beat Bryce Harper. I hate Bryce Harper. I hate the Dodgers as much as Hunter does as well. And that means I don't care as long as we're not playing the Yankees. If we were to lose, I consider that a successful season. Okay? And finally, I want the GOAT to get number 5. I want these Jordan people to shut up and finally accept that the king is the best player of all time in the NBA.
Great Christmas list right there, G. Russ.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any problems with it?
Yeah, you spelled go back, please. Sorry, guys. You spelled CFB wrong. CFP. Make it to the CFP. They're already in.
Oh, yeah. Football. My bad.
Anyway, he's already got ring number 5 anyway, in my heart. My list. Merry Christmas, guys. Here's my list. The Falcons win the division. I'm tired of Arthur Smith and the Falcons not winning the division, all right? Win the freaking division. If not, get a quarterback, but I'm hopeful we're going to win the division. This next one, I'm manifesting that it's going to happen. If you follow my Twitter, please do. It's quite good. I've posted a lot of Dodgers hate threads, Even though that I'm part of Yankee Twitter, I don't wish hate on Yamamoto. I wish hate on the Dodgers. I hope that the Dodgers lose in the first round to the 82-win Colorado Rockies because the Colorado Rockies use the power of friendship. For this next one, I hope that the Yankees. I hope that the Yankees get Corbin Burns and Dylan Cease. We need pitching, as we said earlier in the episode. I misspelled championship. We'll get back to it. As I said, the segments are a work in progress, and that's part of it. I hope that the Yankees get Corbin Burns, trade from the Brewers, and Dylan Cease. Next one. I hope Tennessee wins every championship. Okay,
Championship.
No M in championship because there's no me in championship. What am I missing?
That was good. That was good.
Which one?
Nothing.
Anyway, I hope what? I also misspelled every. Y'all get the point. I hope they win every championship because they deserve it, and it would warm my heart. And number one, Grant, I hope that we're still up.
We're still up.
The Splat Boys are always up in my heart.
We will always.
Also, please sponsor us. Anyone, please help us. All right, Juras, what's in the episode of Strong here? This has been a disaster so far. Oh, let's rank some Christmas movies.
Yes. All right. Disclaimer before we go. Okay.
We'll rank these two last.
Okay, yeah, we can rank those two last. I've not seen the Santa Claus. Okay, I only stick to a couple of Christmas movies because they're the best Christmas movies. So I'll let you. What are your thoughts on the Grinch? Where do you consider that high?
Jim Carrey deserves the Emmy in this role.
I can't lie, he scares me. It looks creepy. That is creepy.
Which one do we rank?
But
let's see, how many do we have? 6.
But
ranking 1 through 6.
Okay, the ones I've seen, I'll
go through the ones you haven't seen. This one.
No, I'll rank these first. Okay, if it was the animated version, yes, I'm a big baby. I would put this higher, but because
is it number 6 for you?
It's creepy.
Or is this number 6 because you've never seen it?
We'll put that at 6 because I haven't seen it. Yes, I know I should have seen it, but I just haven't seen it.
I love the Santa Claus movies. There's 3 of them.
So at 6, I will put this here. At 5,
do you know who this dude is?
At 5, is it Tim Allen?
You know who
it says it up there.
He's Woody. Or Buzz.
Okay,
whichever
cool.
one.
I don't care.
So so number 6 for the Santa Claus. Do we want to go? Where do we want to go? 5 for the Grinch? The Grinch is so good though.
Yeah, it's a great movie and everything. Listen, I'll get past my Jim Carrey hate in his role.
So we're gonna move it up.
Yeah, I'll move it up because of the plot and how great of a movie and great life lesson it is.
Okay.
That movie. Do
we want to go Polar Express 5 or Christmas Vacation 5?
I like Christmas Vacation.
I do.
I think it's a little
old after a while?
Yeah, I agree with that. And
the jokes only hit for so long. Let's go 5.
Yep, I agree. 5.
All right. Polar Express or Grinch? I don't think Polar Express is top 3.
I agree with that, but I would have the Grinch higher than Polar Express, so I would say Grinch is 3.
Okay. Polar Express 4, Grinch 3.
Now it's the debate that this whole world.
We've debated about this the entire time. Home Alone. Great movie.
Best movie.
Fantastic movie. Will Ferrell and his acting pinnacle of life, Elf. For number 1, clearly my choice is Elf. You like Home Alone more, which is understandable. Home Alone's a great movie. You also have to realize, are we basing off the series or just the standalone movie?
The first Home Alone is the best Home Alone.
I like Home Alone 2 is better.
Some people have it.
I
just can't do it. Here's my thing. This is probably, and you also think about, I'm taking his acting in this movie over his acting in that movie.
Whoa.
I'm taking it. Is that Will Ferrell's best movie?
Yeah. Okay, Step Brothers is up there.
Yeah, Step Brothers.
We'll rank Will Ferrell's movies on another episode.
That's another day.
Step Brothers is up there.
And
The Campaign's up there.
yes, and
Anchorman's up
and
there.
another thing is, I know a lot of Christmas movies are like this, but it's just too corny for me. It's just too corny.
Home Alone is very corny.
Because it's older, they didn't have as much. With what they did,
Okay,
they did during that time is more impressive.
Let me put some
Elf
knowledge
did
on
it
you
during
here.
that time.
Elf was also, like the Eric Andre show where they would just go out in the street. That's what they did for Elf too. Some of them were like filmed in studio. I respect that out of Will Ferrell. Home Alone. Let me tell you why Home Alone's number 2 for me. Okay, Home Alone. He gets boring after a while. Like what's about to happen.
That doesn't.
It's a classic.
That
like
doesn't.
if it's on, I'm gonna sit down and watch it. But is it gonna get a pop out of me? No.
So you're telling me
Elf is gonna get a pop out of me.
The first time watching Elf, this is more predictable than what was gonna happen in Elf.
I'm not basing it off the first time I've watched it.
But
I'm saying
Elf is way more predictable.
I'm saying what I'm gonna enjoy more at the end of the day. Elf. Because Elf is gonna make me laugh more than Home Alone.
More happens in Home Alone. Elf is just based around somebody who thought he was an elf finding his dad. He is left at home alone. His parents are nowhere near him, and he's having to deal with criminals. He's learning lessons as well in the movie. He's not.
It's not an educational movie. Yeah, this is a feel-good story. A man finds his dad.
Yeah, and they somehow turn that into a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
that just shows
he's an elf from North Pole.
Okay, I understand that, but that's not
better movie.
That's not
better movie.
It's not a better movie. It's not.
Okay, we're gonna ask our producer. She's gonna break the tiebreaker for us. That gummit, Miley. Do you want to explain why?
It's literally like
they can't hear you.
40-year-old man running around the city.
She quoted that he is a 30 and 40-year-old man running around the city.
She is speaking facts currently.
You gotta have some self-awareness too, and he has none at all.
That's because he's an elf from the North Pole. He's never been in New. Okay, imagine.
Would an elf? Okay, I have a question. If that was a real movie, would the elf have the same common sense and awareness?
Did you just say if it was a real movie?
Yes, I said if.
How realistic that you get left on a family trip to Paris?
That could happen. That's more realistic than that crap.
Who was in Paris? Anyway, not Kevin. Kevin wasn't in Paris. You know where Kevin was?
Home Alone.
Learning life lessons.
Home Alone.
Bull crap.
He did from
Elf's
the
a
dude in
movie.
the church.
Let's break it down.
He was afraid of him.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I'm not doing rock, paper, scissors. No. I'm not basing it off of luck. I don't base anything off luck.
Children sleep. Anyway. All right, guys.
You want to wrap it up there?
I don't want to fold, but I'll fold to end the episode. Home Alone's the better movie, even though it's not.
It is.
Anyway, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
That wasn't very heartfelt.
Yeah. Where's your? Did you not make a poem that you said?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
My Christmas story.
Yes, Hunter. Hunter told me he was gonna make a poem, but
yeah, I was in the process of writing it, and then I thought this rhymes at.
Could you tell us just a stage of your Christmas?
Stage,
or a part of your Christmas?
I didn't even write any of it.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah.
So,
just liar.
Yeah, I'm sorry about it.
Okay. Anyway,
Merry Christmas. We hope you get everything that you've ever wanted and more. We'll see you on the New Year's episode.
New
Year's. We might do something for the segment. We have some big announcements coming up. Something coming up in the summer. Big summer surprise for you.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else I'm missing here?
Nope, I don't believe so.
Oh, we're going to have a special guest. 2 weeks. We'll let G. Russ announce who it is, because I won't be here. But
I will be announcing it at a later date, not right this second.
Yeah, that's what we figured.
Mm-hmm. Well, you said it like I was about to say it.
Yeah, you don't know. Anyway, Merry Christmas. See you on New Year's.
Yep. Bye.
Adios, amigos. Muchachas.